World War II for a trying time at best as Hitler and others set out on a world conquest. It began in Poland and onslaught would ensue. Other European countries did not know what to do. To avoid a German fight, Stalin would ask for a non-aggression pact between. It was an easy task. Only a few weeks would pass, West Germany would move, and very quickly the United Kingdom would disapprove to a German advance. Few could contain Belgium and Netherlands aside, and it would be France that would remain. A line to defend it was short-lived, the Maginot. With this, Allied powers suffered a devastating blow. To escape then to the island to the north, the Royal Air Force and the Germans would now go back and forth. Now the UK and their planes and a natural fence of a strait. An Allied win wasn't too late. Hitler, now mad at the lack of success, decided to turn east to achieve what was best. A pact no more with the USSR. Instead of alliance, it was time for war. Stalin employed an odd strategy, one that most leaders would not likely conceive. He and his army would start inward running with something quite devious and as equally cunning. Scorched earth was the plan, destroy all the things, so when the invading Germans take over, no resources it brings. Destroy all your assets, have no regrets, so nothing it gets, a future counterattack it sets. We'll return back to Europe and now to the Pacific. Oh no, what happened? Something quite horrific. Japan was angered and seeking a greater influence. An attack on Pearl Harbor creates a world war confluence. A day that would live in infamy, he stated. United States neutrality was now promptly faded. U.S. joins the war on the side of the Allies. Two fronts we would fight. It was time to mobilize. Rations, bonds, and a riveter named Rosie. All hands on deck, and a power shows we can compete with the best. 2 oceans away, an attack on North Africa, and later D-Day. The largest land invasion, you bet, a foothold on occupied Europe we get. A counter from Stalin closing in from the east. Germany cuts losses, a suicide, and then the war. It would cease. While a conference in Yalta settles the score, we turn our attention to our east for a different war. A war fought with boats, planes, amphibs for Japanese stopping, but first to get closer with some island hopping. Each land becomes a new naval base. Quickly we counter, but the Japanese give chase. A land invasion too complex. A surrender Japan rejects. A warning sent prior to a solution. Regrets an end to war Truman gets. A war with consequence and many a cost. A bomb to Cold War and a Holocaust. Hard to sum up effects we can't exhaust. Money, lives, and new fears were the cost.